I'm back from my holidays, and I was going to do this video about my new kit while I was on holiday, and I found a nice piece in the wood and somewhere to sit, and sat and recorded what had arrived in the post and what I was planning on doing. And again, camera malfunction. I don't do very well with cameras, so I've got to do it now. So what came in the post? Tent, rucksack, oh, and a jacket as well, but I haven't been upstairs and fetched that. So tent, start with the tent. I had explained a bit about reasons for wanting a new rucksack on my other video. So this is my old tent. It's a Recon, Miltech Recon one-man tent, and it's 2.7 kilograms. Well, I bought this and I've never used it. I bought it a few years back. I'm not quite sure when I bought it, but at the time everybody were giving this a good review. One person that's got this tent that does a lot of woodland camping that I watch did say to me that it was, last time I had it on a video, that he got a bit of condensation inside, but I thought, well, I could live with that. And if you see the picture, I don't know whether you can see the picture properly, but there is like a little vestibule where I thought would be ideal for the dog. But I was thinking about it. You have to excuse me again. It's the same as when I go walk. The dogs are now irritating me again, even though I've come in into the summer house and shut the door. They're still looking at me through the window and trying to distract me. And then I've just heard the neighbour say something, but our Emma's in, so she can get the door. I can carry on with my video. Right. So, I planned 1 or 2 walks, and I thought I better get this tent out and put it up. It's never been put up. I kind of opened it up and had a nosy inside, and then that's it. So I thought, I know when I was buying it, there was 1 or 2 YouTube videos about it. So I thought if I watch one of those of people putting it up, it'll make it easier than trying to follow the instructions. And some of these instructions inside these tents are useless. So I was busy looking on the internet, and I found a review from somebody that I've watched for a long time, and I class as reliable. Any advice that they give is honest, and but it was a new video, and they was slagging this off something rotten, that they was really disappointed with it because it's a lovely tent, the design and everything, but the poles are fiberglass and they snap in the wind. If you get up high and you get some really bad winds, he's had pole snapping. And then there was some comments, oh yes, and his was leaking as well, and there was a lot of comments underneath of other people saying that they've had snap poles and stuff, and to go and you can go and get replacement poles in a better quality poles. And I thought, well, do I go and get some new poles before I even try it? Do I go out and try it? So I was getting a bit worried as well that this little bit at the side here wouldn't be big enough for the dog. Fair enough, if it's dry weather, the dog can just come inside with me. That's not a problem. And if it was a pointer, they'd be coming inside anyway because they'd be wanting to share my sleeping bag. Because pointers, my 2 excuse me, just let me get a drink. That's better. My pointers, if you've watched some of my other videos, have got their own sleeping bags. They need a lot more mollycoddling than a collie. So I thought I'd just have a look on the internet and see what they were. I wanted to try and go lighter weight than this, but everything I saw that was lighter weight than this didn't look quite the quality. And I wanted something that if I went up on the top of whatever and it was blowing a gale, that I wouldn't have my tent damaged or lose it, or have broken poles. So then that made me think of bad weather. And if it's bad weather and my dog is covered in mud and drenched, I don't really want him, especially the long collies, in the tent with me. So I wanted to find a tent that had got quite a big like vestibule on the front or the side, that the dog, I could put something down for the dog and the dog could stay there till he were dry before he came in the tent with me. So what did I find? I found this. This is the Van Gogh Helvellyn 200, and I don't know where the weight is. I'm sure the weight is exactly the same as the other one. I brought my glasses in here now, so weight, where's weight? Total weight 2.8. So this one, I think this one was 2.8, wasn't it? Oh, this was 2.7. So there's not much in it. It comes with a nice big bag, so you can really get it in easy, and it will pack down. I've not had it out yet. It's supposed to be really good in high wind. You can see that picture. It's got like an X back type of thing with the poles, and a big vestibule in the front for my rucksack or the dog. So I'm planning a trip to try this new tent out. Not quite sure. I was planning on going this coming weekend, but other things have cropped up. So, and I'm going to have to keep an eye out on the weather. I don't mind it raining, but I would like it not to be absolutely slinging it down all the time. I mean, if it rains, then it tests the tent. But it's not pleasant if it's going to be a really, really bad weekend. So that's the tent. So that's what came in the post. That's what I was waiting for. And the second thing, let me just put that one down on the floor, is this rucksack. This is an Osprey 44 litre. It's got a compartment at the top, big inner, big inner, all the normal pockets for Osprey. This is what I like about the Osprey. You shove your raincoat in there, and then it's easy to get at. And side pockets, I like these side pockets. My sat map either gets shoved in there or it gets fastened round here. It's got a special little case that it can fasten round there. So I've just got it on my chest to get it out. I love this back system and the little pockets in the front. These are quite comfy. I've got an Osprey 22 and I just wanted something a little bit bigger. Now I can't fit the tent on the bottom of the Osprey 22, but I can on this. Here they are, look, I've already had it on. So I want to get this packed a bit smaller than this, and it will fit have had it fitted on. It's been on the bottom, but I'm struggling to do it and keeping camera shot. But that's why they're open, because it has been on there. That one might be needing a bit more, but I've opened it up a little bit, so it will fit underneath there. So this was second hand, and it looks like new. There's a little tiny nick there. I don't know whether I've spotted another one, but these are really expensive, and so to get it for what I paid for it was a bargain, with a tiny little, because it's going to get battered about when we're using it, especially with dogs. You stick it down and some dog shakes all the mud all over it. It'll probably end up keep going in the washing machine. I've ordered, this is supposed to be waterproof. These don't come with waterproof hoods, but I don't think, see, they're supposed to be waterproof, but you never know. In heavy rain, I've ordered an Osprey cover in black to go over the top, and then I'm totally super protected then, because if you put anything in this outside pocket and it rains, that bit's definitely not waterproof. But all this looks, I say, pretty waterproof, but there's always a little gap somewhere that water gets in, so the more protection against the rain you've got, the better. So that's that. So then that got me to thinking about my sleeping bags. This is 1 to 2 season. It's only 0.9 kilograms. Very light. It squishes down. It's a square. Not really square, is it? Oblong. But I meant a square bottom. It's not a mummy bag. And it's very thin, but it's ideal for the middle of the summer, or as a liner for one of my others, because it actually does fit on the outside of another bag. So, you know, if you've got a mummy bag like this one, this will fit on the outside of it, so you've got 2 layers, so it kind of ups your system to a warmer, because it traps air in between. So I've got that. We have got the big ones that we have in the caravan that are mega Arctic ones, but they pack down to about 4 times the size of this, so there's no way I'll be going to carry that. This one, it says its season rating is only 2, but it says extreme temperature -5. So this one, we used to use these on when we used to go with a motorbike, and these squish down as well a lot more than these. But when I've got them in the cupboard, I don't have them squished down too much, because it spoils them. So this one's can't get it out. Can't get it out. Well, it feels pretty thick. This is old though. This is when we used to go round bike rallies and camp on the motorbike, and we had to have reasonably lightweight, especially when I swapped my bike to a more sporty bike. I hadn't got the back rack and everything on, so these are quite old. They must be 10, no, how old am I now? 16, 17 years old. There's 2 of them. I've got 2 of these, one for me and one for my husband, and they're quite thick, quite nice. So I was planning on just using this. I don't think this one's quite as mummified as the new one that I've just got. it is a rounded bottom, but my husband can't get in the really thin mummy ones because his shoulders are too big. So I was going to use this, but I thought, well, it's coming into winter, it might be a bit cold. I was going to wear like quilted clothes. I've got plenty of different quilted type clothes inside if it was cold. But my husband went out yesterday and look what he got me. Now, this, I can't get this out now. No, you can't. Let's put this up there. This will pack down smaller than this. I haven't had it out yet, so we might just get it out. So this weighs, here it is. This is a Van Gogh Latitude 300, and it says comfort -1, limit -7, extreme -25, but I don't think you'd ever want to be out in -25. It says 3 to 4 season, and this is a little bit more mummy bag than the other one. It comes up round your head more. So if I can find all the straps. So this and my sleep kit, which caters for all conditions, should be okay for any weather conditions that I get caught out in. It's rolled up inside, look, so it'll be a lot easier to get out when it's stuffed in. So you see, it's got a very small bottom, so it's more of a mummy bag than anything that I've got. And this might be a bad idea because I'm terrible. My feet are always red hot, and I've always got my feet out of my sleeping bag. But you can, there's a zip at the bottom, so if my feet get hot, I can vent my bag, look, and let some air in. So this looks a very nice bag, and I looked on the Van Gogh site and it's supposed to have really good insulation layers inside. It's got all sorts of fancy stuff. There's a pocket inside somewhere, but you've got a hood that you can tie up round. See that? And there's a pocket in here somewhere. They showed me. Got to find it. You've got like a extra bit there. My thermarest. It's not a full length one. It's a half length one. It's pink. Yeah, I'll not get it out there because I'll have to fight to get it back in again. So that's my thermarest. So now I've finished doing this video, I can start packing my bag. I'm going to go and take this into the conservatory and put it up because it's a freestanding tent. And another thing about this, why I picked this tent, is when you put it up, you don't have to put the outer up first. It's all connected in, and you just put it up and then climb in. So you've got no outer to put it up, then go and put the inner in, or the inner up first and then got to put the outer in and all getting wet. This is all built in. So you just put the poles in and fasten them into some little round grommet things, and it's up, and then just put the guy lines up. So we'll have a try of that in the conservatory to make sure I know how to do it before we go away.